I'm going to present a redesign of the website Muzeweb as a part of the web design project, the course that I have followed at CVO, Verdieping, Host and Zolder. On this site, I've been more concentrated on the visual part of the site. So I didn't, as has been discussed previously, I didn't use any shopping cart or any e-commerce features, and also for the responsive part I didn't use any frameworks like Bootstrap, etc. So all responsive part has been done by CSS. I changed more the header part. I added a big background. I added a larger background in the header. So the logo type has been centered in the middle of the header, and I presented in a little bit different way by using the smooth fade-in animation by jQuery. Like you can see. Sorry. Okay. Also the navigation is a little bit changed. I used horizontal navigation rather than vertical navigation, and for the program part I use a little bit same. I display in the same way, like the picture of the agenda and the content and the description box are facing each other. So, but I present them a little bit larger, so the visitor can have a better view. And the visitor, when the visitor goes over the image, then the image is transforming in the scale a little bit more. This effect also goes well when the website is running in the responsive part, while the visitor change the size while the visitor is changing the size of the browser. You can see. Okay. In the footer I added Facebook and Twitter social icons. And for the other section, I want to mention that this section I've been a little bit reorganized, like school section, school and info. Okay, so I have created an independent account for the person, or for the person who will update the content of the website, and I used the account here. So the person will have access to the content, and I will add, for example, I've already clicked on add content. Now I'm going to use Muzeweb program, and I will choose, for example, this content. I will add this new content. The title is called John Dessler. I'm going to use it here. Titles here. This is okay. The type of this is theater. This is the description. Okay, first I'm gonna add the description, but also I have to add the information about the date and info. This is very important part, because for this part I have been used. I have already installed a module which is called date, and this module requires me to install more additional modules. This is important because the site, the way how I prepared the site is based on the views, and the views The views will filter the content according to their name, to their types and their dates. So I will use 15th of March 2018. 18, and the time is okay, 15 minutes. I will add photo. Have to see which photo I have to add. It's Jan. Choose upload. So now I use the photo. The price is 18 euro. Okay, so now I will save. I have this information, but let's see. Did I have in the theater? It has to be on the. So you can see now we have updated and add actually new section, new content with picture and description. Now I'm gonna present a little bit about the Drupal stuff and the code sections that I've been done for the custom theme. So the code part, I will start a little bit with the code part. I created in the themes, custom theme Muzeweb, I have created CSS folder with the style, with the cascading style sheets file as external part. I also add the receipt CSS, so here's the style. I added folder fonts with web fonts, which I imported them in the CSS. The images are here. I also had the JavaScript, actually the jQuery, which makes a smooth animation. We have fade, for the logo and the views content. Okay, HTML, TPL, PHP. I have printed out here the. In the name I added viewport content initial scan 1 for the mobile users, so they can have a proper view on the website on mobile devices. Muzeinfo, I set up here the regions names. I didn't use too much regions. Have header, main menu, content, and footer. I wanted to use as a sidebar, but I decided for not using on this occasion because I thought it was not necessary. Let's go to page TPL PHP. Here you can see that I've been printed a logo under the header, and also printed main menu and the navigation div, and the content is printed also in the content div. So all stuff is printed in container div. Now I'm gonna show quickly how I have organized the Drupal part. Let's move to the Drupal. I have to log in first as admin. Have to go to. I'll go first to show Okay. The main part of this part for me was views, because I've set up a couple of views in order to show the agenda content. So the views that I set up has been actually blocks. I organized as a block. So you can see I have a couple of views as a blocks, and let's go now to structure. Yes, and okay. Basically, I said as I mentioned earlier, I'm gonna go now to theater views blocks. Edit. As I mentioned earlier, I printed out the content through the view, and the filter criteria is set up. For example, for this one on the theater, and on the theater type, and also the sort criteria is set up according to the date info. Then let's move now to the content type fields. Structure. So this is the content type which I added. So I'm gonna go to manage fields to show what type of fields I set up. I set up the title, types, date info, photo description, price, and pet settings. For the date, for the type, I want to show something. Text. So I want to show that I added these values, like the Expo Kids Concert Humor Theater. Those are the names of the sections. Those are the names of the section as also again the program. But I also added a kind of multi names, like the theater and humor kids, theater kids and concert kids. This is because some of the content of the agenda content, like some of the program, is being repeated in more sections. Like, for example, we have a content that is belong to theater but also belongs to humor. So we have also content that belongs to theater and humor and kids. So the same content actually has been presented under 3 sections, like theater, humor, and kids, and so on. Okay. Basically, I think that's the main part that I wanted to mention through this presentation, and I'm sorry if the presentation took a bit longer, and I hope I'm looking forward to hear your comment, and I want to say that it was a very good experience for me and learned a lot of this project. Thank you.